Dame toda la noche, no nos queda mucho tiempo más. No quiero perder lo que queda.
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Hey, hey. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house.
So Cali is in love with Tyne, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
I mean,
Okay. Because Tyne seems to have no character traits. So why does everyone want to get all up in her business?
your guess is as good as mine. Hi, Munther. Coming to invade the den again, are you? Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, Ty not having any character traits? Again, coming from the author who has no clue how to write, why is that a surprise to you?
I don't know.
Oh man, I'm gonna try to fuck this one person that has serious daddy issues.
Right?
Anyway.
Like, I guess that's her one personality trait, is that Tyne has daddy issues.
Exactly.
I mean...
Anyway, chapter 2.
Okay. The sun came through the cracks of the blinds.
Tyne stirred, waking up to see Cali still holding her tightly.
She smiled softly, sitting up.
Cali rolled over and Tyne got up.
She walked off to the bathroom, cleaning herself up.
Tyne, she heard Cali call.
Tyne looked around the corner.
Cali looked at her and smiled, getting up. Just checking you're still here, she said softly.
Tyne nodded, walking off.
Cali sighed, leaning back on the couch.
She turned on the TV, flicking through channels.
There wasn't much on, so she turned it off.
She got up, opening the blinds, looking out at the city as people went around their businesses.
She sighed softly.
These sentences are like just torture.
They are. They are.
They're just like absolute torture because it's like she turned on the TV, flicking through channels. And then there wasn't much on. It's like that could have been one sentence, and it would have been much more coherent.
Oh yeah.
Like she turned on the TV, flicking through channels, comma. There wasn't much on, so she turned it back off. Like, just changing the period to a comma like, would have helped make it slightly more.
Well, she's an illiterate fuck. What did you expect?
I know. Hi, Kitty. What's up?
Kitty!
Gonna meow? Are you gonna meow again?
Oh.
So Dead Mom can hear you meow? I can see it in your face. You want to meow.
Have they come to yell at you?
What, baby?
Kitties make everything better.
Yes, I do. I know, he's looking at me like he wants to meow, but he doesn't want to.
He's like, no, you expect it now. Tyne came out a little bit later.
There was a knock on the door. There was a knock at Cali's door.
Tyne gasped, grabbing Cali.
Cali picked her up, taking her down to the basement. Again?
Again? Get down in your sex dungeon, slave. Oh my lord. Oh no. It starts. She sat her on the ground.
Stay here, love, she whispered, going upstairs.
Cali opened the door to see Jackman. We need to talk, he said, and she nodded.
He went in, and she closed the door.
They sat on the couch, and Jackman looked at her. Is everything alright? I mean, Wilson said he told you there was a meeting on, and you seemed off. Then you run off in the middle of the meeting, we find you out cold on the ground, then you run away from my house, and I find you here again. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm fine. Just a bit preoccupied, she said, looking at the ground.
Are you sure you're fine?
He eyed her carefully, not believing her.
Something crashed downstairs in the basement.
Jackman got up. What was that?
Nothing.
I don't believe you, Kelly, he said, opening the door to the basement.
Tyne saw a shadow and hid in the shadows.
She saw shadows, and so she hid in shadows. Okay. He looked around.
See? Just a few things fell off the shelf, Cali said, pulling it back up, then pushed him out the front door.
I'm rather busy today. Talk later, she said, shutting the door and locking it.
She sighed, leaning on the door before going into the basement. God damn you with the basement! What is your obsession?
Right? This is weird. She walked over to Tyne, hugging her. What happened? Something scare you? Sorry. She asked, and Tyne nodded slowly, holding her tightly. You poor thing. Something really bad must have happened to make you like this. Yeah, you keep locking her in a fucking basement.
Yeah, you fucking asshole.
Like, you found her on the streets, and she, clearly was in a bad way, and then you take her to your house, and you lock her back in a basement.
Oh, what?
And you're wondering what's making her scared?
Exactly. Tyne whimpered softly. I have to go into the city, love. Will you be alright here? She asked, and Tyne nodded.
Cali left, and Tyne looked around.
She got up, walking over to her bag.
She opened it up, pulling out a bottle with vodka in it.
Hey, party!
Right?
She brought the vodka. That was a better time than any to start drinking.
Alright. It is.
Mm.
You drink, Tyne. No one will blame you.
She opened it up, drinking some of it.
It had become a habit to drink when she got scared.
She pulled out a scanner, running it over her arm. Where the fuck did she get that?
What? It beat, and she grabbed her knife, cutting her arm.
She got the tracker out and then healed her arm.
She crushed the tracker so it stopped working.
She then put the scanner away along with the knife.
She settled back, having some more drink. So, wait, there's a tracker? Okay.
Suddenly, tracker.
Okay.
Because plot.
Because plot.
She was there for a few hours alone.
Cali came back to see Tyne asleep on the couch.
She saw the blood dried on the floor and the part bottle of vodka beside the couch. Oh, Tyne, she said softly, picking the bottle up.
She put it in a cupboard, locking it, and then cleaned up the blood.
Tyne stirred and her eyes fluttered open.
She sat up to see Cali home.
You were drinking, weren't you? Cali asked. She nodded. Why don't you just tell me what's going on so that I can help you more, She said, stroking her hair.
Tyne took a deep breath. I was kidnapped from my house. I was kidnapped one night from my house. My father had taken me and locked me up. He said I was going to be a part of something he was doing. He wouldn't tell me anything about it, though. He started getting me round to take a look at me. Then one guy took me off. He had me for a month. Then I went back to my father. This happened all the time. I then found out he was selling me to these people for a month at a time. He was getting paid for it. He was letting them use me any way he wanted. Sometimes I'd get pregnant and they'd kill the child. And They didn't care about me. They just wanted to see me in pain all the time. When I got scared, I'd start drinking. It became a habit after all this time. Ugh. So when you're going to speak, that's what you decide to say. God.
Oh my god.
So rape. More rape.
Yep. Cali kissed her friend's cheek. Tyne, I'm sorry to know that, and I'm glad you told me. That would explain who took you the other day. Plus now I know to keep you well away from other people. You don't trust him for some time. I'll also keep you away from the outer parts of Chuggington.
Is that why you wouldn't talk? Because of that?
I'm dangerous.
How so?
My father is making money from selling me, but he sells me to the person who will pay the most. He gets a lot of money because of the secret I had.
Oh no, I just ran ahead.
Yes.
I did not mean to read ahead. I was just looking for the next sentence, and I saw it. I've seen it. Oh God. What have I gotten myself into?
Bullshit. Because you became friends with me. Pull it together, narrator. Pull it together.
It's okay, because I don't. Okay. What's that? Kelly asked, stroking her hair.
You probably won't stay, but I'm a furry. They made me one. My
I'm saying that a furry would almost be better. I'm dying. There are like literal tears coming out of my eyes right now.
Same. I'm like, when I replaced that with furries, that made the entire thing funnier. So I think we'll just call her a furry from now on.
Fine. Okay.
See, say it was a straight face.
Callie smiled, holding her closer. I love furries. Oh my God.
What have we done?
So I'll protect you more because of that. Oh my God.
I always knew Tyne was a furry.
Okay. I don't know if we can keep saying furry.
Let's keep it going. It makes a lot more sense than the bullshit she pulled.
But it's okay, because Kelly loves furry.
I always knew she was a huge furry. God. Cali picked Tyne up, taking her to her room.
She laid her gently on the bed. You rest, love. You need it, she said softly.
Tyne nodded, falling asleep.
Callie went out to get ready for work.
She had another night shift that night.
She first set up some security to the house to keep Tyne safe.
She then headed out to work.
She felt better knowing Tyne was safe, but it was going to be hard keeping her secret from the others. But she was determined to keep it a secret.
There was no way she'd let anything happen to her.
She couldn't even bring herself to tell the Chuccaneers, or V for that fact.
V is a canon character.
Okay.
Alright. And then you'll see what bullshit she'll pull later. Anyway. She got to work and started her night shift with Wilson.
Lucky for her, Wilson didn't ask her any questions about all of this. Why would anyone ask a question?
Why would anyone question the fact that Tyne is a furry? Not too far from the city, in other outer parts of Chuggington, it was quiet.
The night had set in and everyone had gone home.
Everyone except for a few shadows that lingered around the area.
They went into a building and up to a man who was sitting on a desk.
Sir, she's gone again and her tracker's been destroyed.
The man sat up. Well, that's not good enough.
He threw his knife to the side.
Wait, what's not good enough?
I don't know.
He hit one of the men who fell down dead.
The other
Wait.
He threw his knife to the side. Apparently it struck the man next to him.
And killed him. Okay, well, that is some good aim.
Damn. The other men stepped back away from him.
Find that girl, or he's not the only one who's gonna die tonight.
They nodded, bowing as they left.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. One said, shutting the doors.
They grabbed their weapons and left the building.
They dispersed themselves through the city to find Tyne.
God, of course, because they always gotta find her.
Gotta find Tyne.
Anyway, I'm gonna take a sip of my, not sponsored flavored water.
Yeah, okay.
They traveled through the city looking around.
The Chuccaneers were out working at the time.
The shadows surrounded the area.
Zach looked up to see these shadows standing there.
Fletch and Brewster walked over. Who are they? Brewster asked.
Zach shrugged, eyeing them. All right. Where is she? One asked.
Where is who?
Oh, don't play stupid with me. Where is she?
If we knew who you were talking about, we wouldn't be asking.
Where's Tyne?
Tyne? She hasn't been here for years.
You haven't got her then?
They shook their heads confused.
Sorry. The men all looked at each other. Well, she has to be here somewhere.
You mean she's in Chuggington?
Cali was patrolling nearby. She saw the men and gasped.
She slammed on the gas, taking off to her house. Gas, 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 gotta step on the gas tonight.
So, Brewster is talking? Brewster's looking for Tyne? Or Fletch is looking for Tyne? Who's looking for Tyne?
I think the men are looking for Tyne.
Oh, just the men?
Yeah.
Okay. Zach, Fletch, and Brewster are all looking for Tyne. Of course they are. Okay. The men left to keep looking, but Brewster had seen Cali take off.
He told the others, so they headed off for Cali's house.
They arrived, and Cali was headed inside.
Cali!
Yes?
What are you hiding and don't lie?
She sighed at taking them inside.
She shut the door, locking it.
All right. The thing is, she started when the bedroom door flew open, and Tyne ran out, grabbing Cali.
They're out there, hunting me!
The Chuccaneers stared at the two of them.
Shh, it's alright, you're fine with me.
Tyne looked over at the Chuccaneers and just stared at them.
You have her?
As of a few nights ago, yes. She won't trust anyone. Only me.
Well, if those men are after her, then it's not safe for her to be home alone. I suggest you stop working at night and stay home with her.
We better get back to work. Fletch said, and the others nodded.
Call if you need anything.
I will, thanks. The Chuccaneers left, and Cali put Tyne back to bed.
She then went to bed herself.
The next morning, Tyne was up in the kitchen as the sun started rising.
Cali was still sound asleep from work earlier.
Tyne began cooking something for breakfast.
She could hear barking outside.
She looked outside to see a wolf wandering around. Oh no. Wandering around out in the streets.
She could see it hadn't eaten in a long time.
She went outside and over to it.
It had a little wolf in its mouth.
It growled at Tyne as it came as Tyne blah, 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 blah. It growled at Tyne as came closer to it.
She held out her hand and it sniffed her hand.
Yes. You held out your hand and then it sniffed the hand as opposed to her foot.
Yes.
It walked over once it knew Tyne was safe.
Tyne picked it up gently, taking it back to Cali's house.
She went inside and set it down on a sheet.
She went into the kitchen and came back with some water and meat.
She fed the mother first. There you go, girl. That better?
The baby began to whimper.
Tyne got some milk and began to feed it till the mother got some of her strength back.
Cali came out after a while.
Morning, Cali, Tyne said softly as she stroked the wolves.
Morning, what are they doing here?
The mother's injured and she has a baby. Look, someone attacked them on purpose, she said, pointing to a cut on the mother.
Why would they do that?
Sorry. Cali scanned it over, picking up a tracker signal. They put a tracking device in it, probably to find you so that you would take it up and they could find you. What?
Oh my god. Then get rid of the wolf.
So someone enters a wolf, puts a tracker in it, just hoping that it just happens to lead to Tyne?
Tyne is fucking stupid.
Apparently, yeah, because she's taking in stray wolves into her.
As if the wolf, being hungry is not going to totally annihilate her later.
Right? Oh my god.
I'll remove it when she's stronger, Tyne said softly. So, can I keep it and help it?
Well...
Please?
Cali smiled, hugging Tyne. All right, we'll keep it. We'll keep them and get them all better.
You're not fucking intelligent either.
Right? Why is everyone in this series stupid?
I don't know. She purred, leading into Cali more.
She hadn't been there too long. But wrong too. But already she was getting attached to her.
Cali looked at Tyne and smiled lovingly at her. I really care about you, Tyne.
I care about you too. And if my father hurts you to get to me, he'll pay for touching you.
She smiled, holding Tyne tightly.
She wasn't gonna let her father get a hold of her again.
She loved her too much to lose her.
You don't even, oh god.
I'm going to pause the recording to go to the restroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You
ain't seen the rest. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though yo, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I